What's up guys, Cloudie here, checking in with the patch notes for the second patch of August. Returning from some holidays, slightly sunburned, but hope that you guys are enjoying the summer too. Now we have the patch today, so let's go through the list, see what we have. The main part is of course the balance adjustments for Aselica and Laias. You guys often say that I should point out these balance changes during these videos, but then they would be too long. However, now we do not have too much content to talk about, so maybe we can get a bit into these changes. So Aselica has received some her S2 changes, quite nice. She is increasing attack that scales with her physical defense now for your highest attacker. So Aselica will increase the attack and non-hero damage for your highest attacker, and the attack buff will scale with Aselica's P-Def, so that's quite nice. She had some of her Transcendence perks baked into the baseline skill. She does a bit better healing and provides better physical def and stuff like that. All in all, she has become a bit more relevant. But I think for scoring content you will probably still stick to Jane, who is more of an offensive tank. We'll have to see. I actually forgot how much non-hero damage Jane gives, so we'll have to compare if the S2 buff of Aselica makes up for that. Also, one good thing about it is that she also reduces cooldowns, which is quite nice. This might mean that she could be used if she can outscale Jane in terms of buffs, then she could actually replace Priscilla in magic comms, or maybe not just magic comms, well, probably just magic comms, but yeah, so she could probably replace both Pris and Jane, which allows you to bring more buffers. That's my first reaction really to this. We'll have to see how the numbers work out. Yeah, that we'll have to see be seen when we actually have the game up. Now the one main issue I have with her is still that the same as Jane, part of her buffs comes in the form of magic defense reduction, and a lot of content, especially scoring content, doesn't allow you to shred defense. So it's still like, instead of just giving a lot of amp, like say Shakme, who has a gazillion of amp built in, a part of the buff is defense reduction, and that just doesn't work in so many places that it kind of diminishes the value of the buffs that these kind of characters bring. Yeah, after the game comes up, we will start looking into it, do some runs. I have to run like Trial of Earth anyway, so I will see how my Aselica works out, and then I guess we see from there. Moving on. Yeah, even the soul weapon is like magic defense reduction and stuff like that, whatever. So let's see. Laias. So Laias is also receiving a buff. I found this one a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. Her main issue that she doesn't really bring heal over time effects, and her cooldowns are very long. So in auto farming type of content, she isn't really a good healer still, and this wasn't changed by any of the changes. So if you can build very tanky teams with her, and maybe like on a Galgoria battle, you can maybe make your team tanky enough, because now her S4 will provide scaling based on her own magic defense, and also received a little bit of a buff in terms of her CC resistance and stuff like that. Also gives now magic toughness, which is nice. It's kind of like with Evan, but because her shield doesn't apply to everyone, and her S1 has a relative long cooldown, even though it does also give like magic toughness. But yeah, so it kind of makes her healing very sporadic, and on autoplay you just can't predict when she will heal, when you will receive heals, and when you want, and that can be a problem. In that regard, the Fallen Prey is much easier to deal with, because you get your shield and then you are good for the next 15 seconds, unless something breaks that shield. So that's kinda her bubble shield, so her S2 which is like targeting the person with the lowest health. And again, this doesn't really help you with scoring content. So DLI will take reduced damage from non-hero targets and increases damage dealt to non-hero enemies. So this part can be a bit confusing because they omitted the original skill description, but this should stay here, so it still does the normal shield stuff, but in non-hero, so in PvE content, this will also give her a damage reduction, and that's curious, non-hero damage reduction, okay? And it will also provide a small buff, 15%. The problem is that beyond this, Laias doesn't really bring any kind of buff to your damage. So in scoring content, I do not see this. Also, like it doesn't really target the character that you always want. I think maybe one of her perks made it target the highest attacker, but yeah. So this, I'm not really seeing her replace anyone from the current buffers and support characters. And most of the time, if you need to survive, you just bring a shield character, because that makes it easier. This could be good for like the art team raids, but there the toughness is ignored. So that also is like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is not bad, but I don't see where I would use her right now. Other than PvP, where I think she just got a bit better, because we needed more magic counter heroes anyway. So yeah, yeah, my main issue is still that I'm not quite sure where we would take these. It kind of depends. Like for Aselica, Jane definitely brings more magic damage buffs to the table. It kind of depends how much non-hero she brings. Honestly, I forgot the exact number. We have to compare if how other two of those go, and whether the cooldown reduction of Aselica can make up for the lack of magic damage increase. But she's a lot more defensive than Jane, and also, so that could be good. Laias got a little bit of a buff in terms of non-hero damage, but I'm not sure if that's enough to give her a spot in any kind of content where it's interesting. It could be good in the new challenge raids, because there you might be taking a lot of damage and not able to run shield heroes, unless you have like a cheating event who just has undispellable shields. But alright, that's my take on the two heroes. The rest will come when we have the servers up and I was able to do some testing and see how these things actually work out in the game. Until then, let's move on. So we have 8 new summer costumes, bikinis and whatnot. I really like, well, Isolette is just gorgeous, but also like Krisha has a very nice costume. I didn't quite like any of the costumes that Krisha had so far, but this splash art here is super nice. I hope it looks cool in the game too. Now we have already been bamboozled by Isaiah's dance. We have Miriam here, that could be nice. Laia's costume, we can see it on the event page, I think, and it really reminds me of her cake costume, like the dessert costume. So that may not be good, or may not be that unique. And then we have Cassandra. This one also looks nice. We'll have to see how this looks like in game. Not everyone likes her bikini costume, so maybe this is a good replacement for those who want like something hot for Cassandra, but not that one. And of course they do come with like signature motions, and they say that, for instance, Krisha will have her own, so this is not shared between Isolette and Krisha, which is nice. Alright, then we are getting a rerun of the Orville Water Park event with some Korean screenshots, as here is noted that they will replace these with English ones once the server is up. The way it works is there are 7 story dungeons, 3 special dungeons. You start with 5 keys, you get 1 entry ticket each day, and you can hold up to 5 tickets. And you can, once you have done the story dungeons, you can do the special dungeons, which is a stamina dungeon. We will see this in the events tab, but yeah. and then we can tell what we have for rewards. Hero inn updates, so Isaiah will start turning up at the inn in case you do not have her yet. And then there are some bug fixes. Yeah, nothing really fancy from what I could see. So that's it really. Balance changes, more costumes, and the rerun of an event. Not too fancy things. Let's see actually what we have in the events department, where we actually have, of course, this Orville Water Park event. This will start on the 17th after the maintenance and will last 2 weeks again. When you do the runs, blah, 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 you will be able to do the capsule. For your daily tickets, you will be able to get these capsule notes, and for stamina burning, I guess we get one like special dungeon to burn the stamina in. I guess we will see. So we get the chick dolls, and these will be we will be able to exchange for. Sorry, I lost my thought just as I looked at Talisha there. Okay, so you will be able to exchange these for some rewards, which is all right. So for the story dungeons, you will get the capsule notes, okay. And then for stage 1 and 7, you will get 80 of these rewards, and you do not get any first clear rewards for story dungeons. Oh yeah, and the special dungeons will be the stamina consumption ones. There is 3 stages. Each of these is 100 stamina, and you get 6, 7, or 8 chick dolls based on the difficulty. And then you can exchange this, so you can see how many of these notes, these what were they called, capsule notes, you will need. So 250 to get the event artifact, which is really nice. It works really well in like Eclipse. And then there is some other good stuff, event artifacts, protection of the God King, Reforged tickets, stamina, Technomagic gear ticket. Technomagic gear ticket, that's also pretty nice. Unique treasure ticket, so that's pretty good. Good stuff. I wonder if we can get everything. We'll have to make a quick head count on that one. So you get like 80 tickets per 14 times, so so this yeah, I think you can buy everything, seems so. Or at least most of the good stuff you should be able to get. This is only 15, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I think you can get everything if you use like all your tickets. 2 weeks should be more than enough for that. And then we go over to the fun part, which is the special dungeon where you need to spend stamina. You can see these can be turned into ethers or unique weapon fragments. Legendary fragments should be unique weapons. And if you do a quick count on this, you can buy 200 brilliant ethers. That's the only one, the yellow ether that is, or gold ether that is limited here. You can buy as much as you want from the others. It takes 50 chick dolls to buy one, and you can get 200. Now to get 50 chick dolls, you get 8 from the maximum stage, and it costs you 100 stamina. And I did do the math for this beforehand, and it should be like 125k stamina spent, unless I messed up the math. But it's somewhere in that ballpark. So that's a lot of farming to get all the yellow ethers. If you have that, then you can either farm ethers or you can farm a lot of legendary fragments. Actually, the last event we had that was similar, some of us ended up with like 80 plus random unique weapon tickets, which is quite nice. I quite like that one. And yeah, we get more of the treasure hunt capsule, which is a good stuff if you like trying for higher levels in Eclipse. So that's the water park event. Let's see what the normal events are, which start actually with the costume or the free costume for Grammary. So as this is now a new thing that we vote for a free costume for each month, and in this case the winner was Grammary, so hers will be released for free. You just need to click on the poster. Oh, I can see Isaiah there. But yeah, we get to see Laias costume, and this, I think this really looks like one of her existing ones, the dessert one. Miriam looks quite nice there, and we don't really see too much from Cassandra. because of that there, but yeah, could be nice too. You'll see. Yeah, so you get a free costume, and all of these give actually some gold boost, which is nice. Now this is something new. We didn't have this before, I think. So balance adjustment event. So what this is has two parts. When you log in to the game, you should get a pop-up. They do say this here, that the icons in which you will be able to obtain the rewards for Aselica and Laias will be activated once you access the event pop-up. So when you log in after the event, you should get a window where you can select one or the other character. So you can select either stuff for Aselica or Laias. And as you keep logging on, or okay, so you select the rewards for one hero, and the rewards of the hero. So you get these all at once, alright? So basically you get a 5-star Dark Legion gear ticket, 4 options, that's pretty nice for newer players. You get a Transcendence 5 hero ticket, either for Laias or Aselica. You get 1 Soul Stone, either for Laias or Aselica. And you get their unique weapon and one each of their unique treasures. So that's pretty cool. If you do not own Aselica or Laias, and if you want to get them, you can select one of these and you will get all their stuff. And there is also like an attendance reward. So if you keep logging in, there is extra entries to not Technomagic race trials, but there is some Technomagic stuff there too, and at the end the protection of the God King, which is a good stuff. They haven't really been handing out protection of the God King lately, so I was running dry. So happy that they do that now. If you already own the hero that you select the ticket for, then you will get some Transcendence material. So if you don't have either of them, it's kind of worth picking the one that you do not have. And it's pretty nice. They give an extra Soul Stone. That's quite nice in my opinion. Attendance rewards are there, yeah. So this is pretty good, right? Then the next event is the Hero Academy School, which is where if you do the daily stuff, you need to do Stockade, League of Victory, Tower of Challenge, and then you get 1 day completed. This has some random unique gears, pools, artifacts, reforged tickets, Valkazar runes, 1 unique gear ticket, and at the end there is an event artifact ticket, which is pretty nice. This also starts after the maintenance, and we have 2 weeks to complete it, 7 days to do all of it, so should not be too hard at all. So that's pretty good. A free event artifact ticket basically is quite nice to have. Then we also start this tomorrow. This is the Heroes In event, where it basically you need to exchange friendship points, play the roulette at the inn, and you also need to give presents to NPC heroes. This is what I tend to forget. And then you get points each day. You can complete this, and you get a point for it. And if you complete it 8 days, then you get, or maybe you get 1 point per completion. I forgot. Whatever. So you will be able to get some Transcendence points based on the party points that you have collected. This is a fairly basic event that we have seen before, and yeah, freebies are always good. Let's see if there is anything else. So we will be getting 100% daily mission reward bonus. This is from Wednesday to Sunday, so only a couple of days. We get to have a bit more rewards here. We also get a double kinship rate at the Heroes Inn, but also only for 4 days. This is a bit sad, because if you do not have a hero and going at the inn, then you will be sad, or pick someone that you otherwise would not. And then we have some of the usual buffs from Galgoria and stuff for raiding, so this is the usual stuff at the end of the week. And then finally, as always, we get to have a look-see at the special shop too. Let's just head over there. So special shop, season pass 3 is starting for until the 14th of September. Now interestingly, the honorary medal and the honorary trophy are part of the free pass now, but the plague still isn't there. So they say that you get 33 Lua tokens, so I'm guessing it's still in the 30 USD range. I guess Vespa is sticking with that. it has gotten a bit better, I think. At least more of the good stuff is there in the free part too. But yeah, they still kind of want you to go and just, you know, wail for it. That's $30. But yeah, this is up to each one of you whether you want to spend on it or not. Yeah, well, guess up to you guys. Let's see, balance adjusted hero step up summon. Now this is where I can see a lot of rubies going. So you already know these step up summons. You have a bit of a higher chance to get unique gears for the given hero. You can pull 5 times for 5k rubies each, and you get, at the end you get some extra stuff, including some very nice accessories. I don't quite dig the Aselica one, I'll be honest. It's not bad, but it's like, yeah, it's just some but then you look at these wings for Laias, and god damn it, you can see like 25k rubies just melting away in the sun. I will definitely have to go for that. Yeah, so yeah, I think the wings for Laias are like super nice. I'm less hyped for the Aselica one. Alright, and of course then there is a lot of balance adjusted package updates and whatnot, so that's kind of the usual deal. Now what's interesting, Revolution Down. I wonder if this is like placed somehow into the 킹스레이드 2 story. We haven't really heard this Revolution Down before, but yeah, this is like a role book, so if you buy it you can log in and each day you get some stuff. It sells for 60, or you get 60 Lua tokens, so I'm guessing this won't be cheap, but you get a lot of unique gear tickets for it, including a 3-star one. And then there is a similar one for soul weapons, Revolution Dawn special rulebook soul weapon, and this is 130 Lua tokens, so I'm guessing this will be pretty expensive, but it gives a lot of soul weapon stuff, so even a soul stone ticket there, 2 of them, so 3 of them actually, wait, 4. Alright, I give up, that's like 5 of them there, and I can't count anymore. You get a lot of stuff. Random soulstone class tickets, that could be nice. I expect this to be very expensive, over $100. So yeah, up to you guys. Then there is some ruby packages, whatever. Usually I don't bother with these. And then there is some unique weapon tickets, unique treasure tickets, 4k rupees each. That's a bit cheaper than usually. There will be a little Raider 3 box for 20 million gold, so you can buy this for gold in game, no real money or any other stuff needed. And that's really it, guys. At least this time the special shop wasn't that long either. We'll see about the step up summon. You know, guys, I don't really like them for the chances because they are usually pretty bad, but these accessories are just too nice, these wings, man. Alright, okay, so that's it for the patch, guys. We'll see more about the balance stuff once the game is online and we get to do some testing and comparing. Until then, this has been Cloudie, returning from holidays, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.